Hi, Christina. It has been a while. How are you this evening? I had a decent 4th of July. I posted it on my Instagram, well, everywhere actually. I just went to a winery, I went to go eat, and that was basically it. That's all I did. Not very 4th of July ish, but uh, whatever. And yes, it is extremely hot. What did you do for 4th of July? Or what did the rest of y'all, for those who will be coming in, what y'all do for 4th of July? But yeah, even though, like, for me, it wasn't very 4th of July ish, I really didn't feel like doing anything else. Um, After doing all of that, I just came back home. That's pretty much it. Caught up with a few tarot readings, and for those who are still waiting for tarot readings, you'll be getting them by tonight after this live stream for sure. That's good. I just was lazy and stayed in until night. Then we did fireworks. Yeah, that's right. That's what I think most people do nowadays. It's not really this big old effort thing. It's just more of a thing where, like, as long as you throw some fireworks out there, you did the do, right? So I didn't do anything firework related. We did go to an event, or we did go to a place where they were going to have a fireworks show at night, but we were just getting really tired. We just ended up leaving like literally 10 minutes before the fireworks show. So, um, but we were all tired. It wasn't just a thing where like one person was tired and dragged everybody else to leave. We were all kind of tired because we were all like hanging out since like earlier that afternoon. Yeah, early noon time. So we were literally out the entire day, and then it was like 100-degree weather, and it was just hot, and we were just like, okay, time to go home. Right? Yeah, it's too hot to be outside nowadays. Totally, I agree. It was really hot Thursday. I don't know where you are in the world, but at least right here in SoCal, I was in Temecula. Um, I was at a winery in Temecula. So yeah, it was really hot here in SoCal for sure. You are in Northern California. All right, all right. Do you guys do fireworks up there? Because I know in the county that in Inland Empire County, like residents weren't allowed to throw fireworks. You had to go to like a big old like a casino or like a place where they had a fireworks show. I know LA County, I think they didn't really care if you had fireworks or not. Um, but I know for depending on which county you were in California, you were either allowed to or you were not allowed to throw fireworks. So from what I was seeing, but even if I mean my parent, my family was never had never even been the type to buy fireworks, so we always went to a fireworks show. So yeah, yeah. So I think I mean, I've had fireworks in my hands before, but it was always because either a neighbor had one and gave it to me, or someone that I was hanging out with had one, and I happened to just, I guess, freebie it from them. Yes, we can, but it gets scary. We're more country area. I see. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Especially like some areas in SoCal, they can be very not so populated unless you're in California, in Los Angeles or in San Diego area. That's where it's a little bit more popularized, I guess, or populated, sorry, a little more civilized. Um, so other than that, it's pretty remote, right? Yes, you can go ahead and send your question now. I'm actually just waiting. And I mean, if you're not going to be here during your question, that's fine. You can just go ahead and just watch this live stream whenever you can. But yes, you can go ahead and send your payments, send your question here on the comments, and we will proceed from there. All right, so Christina Gomez, she says, I'm a Scorpio sun with a Capricorn moon. I started talking to a new guy who is a Scorpio named Tavo. We have a date next Saturday. What do you see in our future? Thanks. All right, so the deck I decided to choose for you is the Witch's Tarot. So we're going to go ahead and use the Witch's Tarot for your reading. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for you. So you are a Scorpio Sun, Capricorn Moon. Started talking to a new guy. You wanted to see about Tavo Scorpio, this new guy. You guys have an upcoming date on Saturday. You just want to know how the future is going to uphold for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and see. All right, so we have the Hanged Man, Six of Wands reversed, Six of Cups reversed, Two of Wands reversed, Eight of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands reversed, the Hermit, Four of Wands reversed, Nine of Swords, and Eight of Wands reversed. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Now, I know that mostly all of your cards of your spread are in reverse. Don't worry about that. Each card represents a different position. So it's basically more of what it's saying as a whole than really about it being an upright or reverse. And then some reversals are actually more positive than they are when they're upright. So I just wanted to let you know that I need to look at the whole thing before we decide on what, whether your reading is overall negative or positive. Because I've noticed that a lot of people question that, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, goodness, I need to go ahead and plug this computer up. Give me a second. This computer is about to die. Give me a second. All right. So, Christina, sorry about that. My laptop was about to die. I thought I had plugged in my charger, but I plugged it into the laptop, just not to the wall. Goodness gracious. Don't you love it when that happens? Alrighty. So I was trying to make sure I had everything plugged in before the live stream, and that was the only thing I did not do right. Anyway. Well, if you want me to just go ahead and cut to the chase, I see that eventually communication is going to be cut between you two. And you just sent a message. Let me see. Tavo is younger, but I find him so interesting. He's from a different country, and we get along so well. All right. Well, I was already cutting to the chase. Really, the cards are telling me that I see that the communication between you two is going to get less and less and less. But as a matter of fact, I think that this is going to be more imposed by you. So don't be surprised if you are going to be the one that just decides to be like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. And you cut communication with him. And the cards are telling me is because he has this very cowardly and non-committal behavior. Even though you might find him interesting, I do see that this is someone who has a non-committal behavior, especially if he is from another country. I do see that there could be an ex-girlfriend, something like that, that either he left behind over there that he either could be in contact with, or just someone that might be in the picture or might still want to be in the picture. um, whether that is successful or not, but I'm seeing that for some reason still be playing a part in his life, even though he is not there anymore. So I can go ahead and elaborate on that. Well, she definitely wants to come back. What does he want with that? He doesn't know what he wants with her. Um, does he want to? As of right now, does he want to go back? No. No, I think he's happy where he is, and I think he's more looking for he's very future minded. So he's not someone who really thinks of the past or someone who dwells on the past. On the contrary, I think he's the type of person that he's very future focused, and he likes to move up and move forward and explore more rather than going back to things that are familiar and stuff like that. So I don't think he wants to go back as of right now. He knows that he doesn't want to go back. But as far as what does he want with this person from his past or this ex-girlfriend, he's not sure. But from what this girl wants, she definitely wants him back. But he's not sure as to what he wants with her. Um, so if you're seeing a lot of interest as on his part, like, are you, if you're seeing like a lot of effort on his part, just him feeling very intrigued by you or just very interested in you, um don't be surprised if later on in the future you see him very indecisive or just very analytical, or just someone who is one foot in, one foot out, you know what I mean? Just he's there but he's not committing, you know? It's like, why are you here if you're just not giving me what I want, kind of deal. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with him. He's kind of just thinking to himself, like, well, like, I want to be with you, just not want to be with you. you know and why doesn't he want to commit? Well, two cards wanted to come out. um I think he is looking for the happily ever after. I think that's something that shouldn't be mistaken. Um, so it's not that he doesn't want that ultimately for himself. I think, yes, just like much like a lot of people out there, he does want that person, and he is looking for that person. He just doesn't feel cooperation with you for some reason. Is he lying to himself? Yeah. It's almost like he's like almost trying to blame it on you, like you're not the one putting the effort. So I don't know if he's like almost trying to lie to himself. And that's what the cards are showing me. That's so interesting because the cards are telling me that it's like he's trying to build a reality that, oh, you're not putting your energy or you're not putting your part unless you're trying to play hard to get. And really, what does he want me to do? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's something that he's lying to himself about so that he can have an excuse. Because sometimes how people, how like, for instance, like sociopaths. I'm not saying he's a sociopath, but like, for instance, like sociopaths, they will lie to themselves to the point where they themselves believe in their own lies. That's why they're so great at it, because they even believe in their own lies because they believe in their own reality. That's why a lot of these sociopaths and narcissists are diagnosed with schizophrenia and um, bipolar disorder as well. Which also people with bipolar disorder, they are a bit delusional, much like schizophrenic people. So, like I said, I'm not saying he's crazy, but I'm just saying, like, there's a correlation, much like we see in sociopathy. But again, I'm not saying he's crazy. I'm just saying that it's almost like he's trying to do that. It's almost like he's trying to tell himself, like, oh no, she's not putting her part. She's not giving me what I want. But it's really just a lie. What is it really then? He's not learning lessons here about I'm seeing something about finances and something about that he needs to believe in himself. He needs drive too as well. Because in order for him to be in a relationship, he is required to grow up. That's just the feeling that I'm getting, honestly. How long do you see us dating? And thank you. It just sounds like I might not want what he wants. That's okay. Okay, well, basically, from what I'm seeing, is that what he really wants with this, or at least, why he's sticking around it's almost like the cards are saying that um, this is almost like a karmic lesson for him. I'm seeing a karmic lesson for him. And in order for him to make this work or have this work, he needs to grow. And I think that's just something about him that causes him not to want to commit fully. It's like he's attracted to the idea that you are older and you have it all together. But sometimes I've noticed that people with this kind of dynamic, when they date someone who's much older, it's almost like a lot of these people, from what I've seen, they do it because it almost makes them feel like, okay, well then I don't have to do much of the growing because this person already did all the growing, so we could just share it. We can share this establishment. And that's not just financial establishment, but this is also like mental also as well, just being really childish. So, so instead of growing up, he would rather tell himself that you are not putting your part and making all these lies and excuses in his mind and in his brain, so that whenever he does leave or it does end, he's not the one to blame in his reality, right? Why is that so important to narcissists? I don't know. Well, it could be the image thing, because an image thing is very important. So let's go ahead and see, how long do we see you guys dating? How much longer do we see you guys dating here? Okay, I can see that. No, he needs to grow on his own. I am not raising a man. Exactly. And just from my experience, from what I've seen in tarot cards and seeing this dynamic a lot, whether it's the guy being the youngest one, or the woman being the youngest one in a relationship, or even in same-sex couples, I've even seen it too, um, where where one is just much older, and um, this one person, the one that happens to be much younger, some of the time they like the fact that this person is older, that is has their shit together and everything, but also they're attracted to that too, because some of them have the impression, I'm not saying all younger people who are into older folks, but from some that I've worked with, some of the couples that I've worked with, I've seen that pattern where it's like, okay, well, they've already did all the hard work, and now they just got to share all that with me, you know? And so, yeah. but I feel like it's not just about financial establishment. I think for him too, it's part of being just a man, and and just being mature and grown. And I think part of him too knows that he needs to grow, he needs to be mature, and I think he knows for himself that he needs to be responsible to be by your side. I think he kind of gets the hints that you're not gonna baby him, because the cards are almost kind of giving me the feeling that he knows he's not going to get his way with you. So he'd rather tell himself, well, she's not doing her part, and leave. Or at least use that as the excuse. She's not doing her part, and then leave, ghost in the future. So how much longer do we see this lasting? Let's see. Is it going to last for the rest of 2024? Let's see. Yes, it is. It's going to last past 2024. No. So it could end around the end of this year, starting the beginning of next year. I would say around Aquarius season, Capricorn season, seeing Queen of Pentacles and also the Queen of Swords in reverse. And so, yeah, and that's around January time. So this could happen around January time. Okay, I can see that. No, he needs to grow on his own. I'm not raising a man. Okay, she said that already. Alrighty, so Christina, those are your 2 questions. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you are interested in asking other questions, you are more than welcome to do so. I'm still going to be here live. And for the rest of you, if there's anybody else who submitted a payment for a question, please submit your questions now here on the screen. Let me see if anybody has made any payments.
Tattoo stamp. It has how many needles?
I know this sounds Scorpio of me, but I hope I break it out first. Well, like I said in the cards, they said that you were gonna end it anyway. I saw that you were just gonna distance yourself. That's how I saw things ending. You were just gonna distance yourself. It was the Hermit that was representing you, and he had the 4 of Wands in reverse. That gave me the very non-committal vibe and gave me the reason also why you would be leading. It's because I think at the end of the day you knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, and he wasn't going to give you what you want. And and the outcome is the Eight of Wands in reverse, which talks about you leaving eventually. So yeah, I do feel like you would have been the one to leave. Yes. Hi, Myra. How are you? Hi there, Manny. How are you? All right, guys. I will be here for 5 more minutes. If there's anyone out here who wants to get a last minute tarot reading with me, last call, 5 more minutes here. Manny, you just said I'm okay. Thank you. First time on your live. Okay. Are you an ongoing follower? Are you a new follower? I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen you here before either, but welcome. Thank you so much for coming, and subscribe if you haven't already. So far, I've been doing this live stream every Friday evenings, but I wanted more people to come in to announce that I'm probably going to do this more often. Probably going to do this more often during the week, starting next week. I haven't decided on the schedule, but I wanted to announce that. But yes, every Friday evenings I am here. So, alrighty. I think I got a payment from you. You are more than welcome to submit your question whenever you're ready here on the comments. I will be back in just 2 seconds. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, I was on mute, but I was just reading what you had said. So what does CT Pisces want with me, Scorpio? Now, it seems like every time we hang out, we end up fighting, and as soon as after we make up, we hang out, fight, and then make up. It's an ongoing cycle that I don't want to start again. Is this like a friendship? Is this a relationship? What is this? I'm assuming it's a relationship or someone you are kind of sort of talking to, right? Oh, and by the way, I am also using for you the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan for your reading. If you care to know. Some people do, some people don't. An ongoing cycle you don't want to start again. I'm guessing that's why you want to know why CT wants with you now. Because it seems like every time you guys talk again, you guys fight, you guys then don't talk, then talk again, then fight, and then make up again, right? Okay. I understand exactly how you feel. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for you. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times before I pull out cards for your reading. I want to make sure they're nicely shuffled. Alrighty. So let's see. What are this person's intentions now? An acquaintance now, friend, if you want to call it, LOL. From what it seems, he's doing good. He has a husband and kid. Everything he's wanted. Okay, so this is just an acquaintance and okay. So this is just a friend. All right. Okay. So he's a friend and he's married. He's got a kid. Okay. All right. Someone you didn't know very much before, but now you know very well. Or at least is kind of a friend. Interestingly enough, it's almost like he gets the feeling from you that you are still willing to be his friend. Though, like, regardless of how you're feeling right now, he gets the impression from you that you're not done with him as far as friendship goes. You had feelings for him before, but he wasn't ready, and now he has a husband and a child. Okay, makes sense. Well, the cards are telling me right here, you give him the impression that you're not done with him, that you still have feelings for him. And you do view him as someone who wants to come back or someone who's returning, someone who's trying to talk to you. But your intentions for this, you do want to drop it. You do want to be the one to leave as well. As far as for him, I'm seeing the 10 of Swords in his heart. So he definitely wants to come back to you. It seems like he feels bad for betraying you. He feels like he betrayed you. And he feels bad for betraying you, and it seems like he wants to come back. But he's still feeling very protective of himself. From what I'm seeing, I do see that he is still feeling very protective of himself. But I do see that he's trying to be hopeful. The only thing is that I feel like his approach to doing things is just really weird. It seems like from here on out, it's almost like he's taking the very Pisces route where he's telling himself, well, if it's meant to happen, then it's going to happen. And if it doesn't, then it's not. But, it's almost like he's kind of doing this whole, like, I'm leaving it up to the universe kind of thing, that if it's meant to happen, then it will just manifest out of thin air, and that you're just going to show up on his doorstep with a ring and everything. And then that's how he'll know that will be a sign. Right? but as unrealistic as that sounds, it is very unrealistic. And so as far as what is he intending on doing from here, nothing, just having this kind of mentality of like, if it's meant to be, then something will come out of it, or something's gonna happen that will bring that sign that he is the one meant to be for me. But he definitely feels like he betrayed you. He definitely feels bad for that. um So I'm asking the cards if he genuinely wants to be with you, or if he's just looking for attention, or what the hell is really going on in his brain. Um, so let me see. No, I asked already twice, and both times they told me no. I don't think he truly wants to be with you. Then what is it? He's just a person that has a really hard time committing. He doesn't have a good moral compass, and he's not the type to really do what's right. It's not that he doesn't know what's right. He's not really the type to do what's right. Whereas other people would be like, that's not right. I shouldn't be doing that. Even if nobody's looking, I shouldn't be doing that, right? Someone with a good moral compass would be telling themselves that and would not do certain things, right? But he's the kind of person that, if he just wants to do it, even if it's wrong, he's going to do it. So I think he's someone who struggles with the moral compass. I think because I got this card right here, 9 of Cups in reverse with the Hierophant in reverse. And it kind of just gives me the feeling that it's all about what he wants and what he wants to do, and from what I'm seeing, and from what I'm seeing here in the cards, is that he's just very non-committal. And also this card is about tradition. This card is about doing what's right, the right thing to do too, and knowing that he's got these cards, that he's just someone who's very about what I want and what I want, and someone who doesn't have that moral compass. I just think that he's just someone who just likes chaos. Hi, I hope you had a great 4th of July. Thank you so much. I did, actually. I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July. You can share it with us if you want. I feel stuck and need some inspiration for what to do next for a new job or love. Thank you. My name is Jessica Cook, by the way. Hi, Jessica Cook. If you are interested in a personal reading, or in a reading right here with us, it is $5. But if you want something private, you can go to my website at mermaidoracle.com, and right there you can select any type of service that you want that it's private. But the ones that I'm doing here for $5, I do them here on the live stream, so they are not so private, but you will still get your tarot reading if that's something you would like. You're welcome, Manny. Thank you so much for your reading. If you're interested in asking another question, you are more than welcome to do so. By the way, I am here every Friday, but like I said, I'm going to change that to try to be here more during the week. If you want to just come and chat with us, I have a lot of regulars who come and they just say hi. I have a lot of clients who come and they watch me while they're on their shift at work. So you guys are more than welcome to come, even if you're not going to ask a question. All right. So thank you for joining the mermaid community, and I hope to see you around. Thank you, Manny. Alrighty, guys, 2 more minutes. And if nobody orders a reading, I'm just going to go ahead and go. Thinking about talk about, I don't know, or Del Taco. We'll see. Or maybe some Alfredos. What do you guys think? Thank you, Manny. And I'm excited to see you. You're part of the mermaid community. You are now a fellow mermaid, just like the rest of us. So can't wait to see you around. But like I said, expect to see me here more often during the week starting next week. I haven't decided on the schedule, but it's definitely going to be more than just every Fridays. So you sent $5 on Venmo. Okay, let me double check. Oh, you did. Why am I not getting the notifications? What's going on with my phone? Or maybe I have it on silent. I don't. That is so weird. Okay. Albatross. He's like, you should go get Alfredo's. I know, right? I love that place. Albatross and I, we used to go and get Alfredo's after working out way back when. Yes, you can, Myra. Do you have my new number? Send me a message on Instagram because I have a new phone number. So, and the other phone number is disconnected. So, I'm not sure if you have the new phone number, but just in case, send me a message on Instagram instead, okay? Yes, you can. You can go ahead and message me, which I'm sure has to do with the reading. So, yes, you can. All right, Jessica. So, what is your question? Because you paid for one question. So, do you want to know about work or do you want to know about love? You got to choose. Unless you want to go ahead and submit another 5, then I'll answer both. But if you don't, let's choose. Oh, and that's right. Someone else has submitted a payment for a $5 question during the week. Guys, if I'm not doing a live, you guys can't be doing that. But I'll just go ahead and do the reading for that one person that submitted that $5. I don't even know if she's here. Jasmine Taipeen, are you here? Let me know. All right. So since we're going to do a love reading, let's be specific. Do you want to ask about a specific person that you have currently in your life? Are you single and looking? Want to learn about somebody? Or are you curious about someone right in front of you that you're dating? You want to know if it's going to move forward. You're going to have kids, get married with this person. Or if you have an ex that you're dealing with or that you're just curious about. We can ask about the past too. Give you that closure right away. So tell me, what specifically is your question? What is your love question for me? It is hot, guys. I'm surprised that, well, my internet actually was like going crazy earlier. So for those who didn't come in on the first 5-10 minutes, you guys didn't see it, but my Wi-Fi was going crazy. But right now it's doing all right. It's doing all right. I did turn off most of everything, or I unplugged most of everything that takes electricity in this house. Maybe that helped. I don't know if it does. Let me know. But so far it's doing great. You guys can see me fine, right? Hi, Tree. Thank you so much for coming. If you're interested in a personal reading, you know what to do, girl. Or in a $5 reading. We obviously know these are not personal readings, duh. I'm used to calling them personal readings. I am single and looking. Who's the next person that I should look out for in my life? Okay. Let's see what other decks I pulled out. Yes, let's go ahead and use this one. We're going to go ahead and use the Golden Botticelli by Lo Scarabeo. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for you. Sorry, I'm super single. I want to find somebody who is more serious, not just someone who's attracted to me and wants attention. Of course you do. You want something that is for real, someone who wants you for you. Of course. We will see right now. So crazy that you put the star eyes, because you're going to notice right now, or you can't really see it, but it has a lot of bling on it. It has a lot of gold embellishments on it. I don't know what that gold leaf is called, that crafting stuff. I see a lot of people put it on furniture and wood and even on tarot cards. But every single card's got a lot of gold on it. You can't really tell here on the live stream, but it's really nice and blingy. My cards are super old. I've had these since like the beginning of time. So since basically around the time that I started the YouTube channel, really, which was a long time ago. But but yes. Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. I got your payment from July 2nd. Thankfully, you came in so I can do your reading after this one, okay? I don't have anybody else after Jessica, unless Train Queen. I don't know if you ordered a reading, but I'll double check after Jessica, see if there's anybody else who ordered a reading. But nevertheless, I will do your reading after Jessica, Jasmine, and I will go ahead and see if there's anybody else who ordered a reading. Trine, are you Patrina? Yes, right? All right, so I'm going to see if there's any love coming to you, any true love, anybody worth your time, something that has the potential to be healthy and long-term, and someone that you can find yourself physically and emotionally attracted to. Because I can't stress it enough that physical attraction is also very important for long-term relationships. And a lot of people don't like to believe so. They're just like, no, well, as long as he's nice, that's all that matters. Yeah, and then you'll get bored within a couple of years, and then you start torturing the guy because he's nice, and that's all he's got, niceness. So, um, but yes, let's see. All right, let's go ahead and see if you'll meet anyone between now and the end of 2025. Anybody worth dating? 50-50 chance, leaning towards a yes. It all really depends whether or not, and I'm gonna say too, didn't you just recently have a fallout with somebody? Because I was getting some cards, and maybe not something serious, but maybe someone that was just around but never really committed to you. And it doesn't have to be like super recent. I, maybe this is just something that still impacts you to this day. Maybe something that you're still kind of sort of hurting about. It still hurts you. Um, I'm waiting to see if train. You just had a fallout train. Oh, you're Katrina. Yes, yes. Yes, train. But yes, I feel like it's a 50-50 chance because I feel like it really all depends on whether or not you will actually manifest moving on from whatever this is to the fullest potential. Okay, not kind of sort of move on. I mean, really fully move on. Get this person, this past energy, this past relationship out of your energy. That's what I meant to say. And then, yes, you can. As a matter of fact, we end the reading with the lovers. But if not, I do see it happening around 2026. Okay, I do see it happening around 2026. Okay. And but if for some reason you are able to fully move on, fully move forward, from what I'm seeing right here for you, you could even meet this person around August or September of next year. And that really depends on how successfully, how well we can do as far as like successfully moving on and moving, taking that past person out of your energy. And we could do cord cutting meditations. You could find a Reiki master who can do some cord cutting for you if you don't know how to do them yourself. And they're not really hard. And you can do them over and over and over. I used to do them like 6 times a day, especially when I was in college and dating and stuff like that. I would be on the bus and doing my cord cuttings, with my headphones and doing my cord cutting meditations. You can do them anywhere. So point is, if you still have lingering energy, Maybe you're still hurt by something they had said, and it still kind of triggers you when you think about it. Or if, like, for instance, they called you fat one time, right? And when you think about it, it's something that still pisses you off, right? And you could do cord cuttings with stuff like that, letting go of those memories, not just about the person in particular. Sometimes it's not just about the person. Maybe there are certain things that that person said, and because it's that person, we still have them in our energy, you know. So think about that, because if you can successfully move all these energies from ourselves, you could find someone again around August or September of next year. Okay, so by the way, Christina, am I still taking tarot readings? Yes, I am. Taking tarot readings until I decide not to. Until I'm sick of all of y'all. No, I'm just kidding. I will never get sick of tarot readings. As a matter of fact, I take down jobs because I want to continue doing tarot readings. So every time I've ever decided to get like a side job or even a temporary job, like I always end up just leaving. So I'm just like, yeah, I'd rather just be here with you guys or just creating content with you guys. I mean, I still managed to pay all my bills with just doing tarot readings alone, and I think I learned my lesson this year with that one. I'm like, I don't know why I always get sucked into this Uncle Tom shit or Uncle whatever, and just end up working again when this can literally just be my profession. I mean, I got my legal papers, I got my LLC for the business, for my tarot business. I should just stop wanting to be normal. I should just accept the fact that I'm a witch, I'm a tarot reader, and just do that for a living. Be a professional witch. So, okay, I have a Reiki session coming up. I feel healed in general, but I feel like I've been blocked somehow. And I was going to mention too, if it's not you, it could be a thing where maybe they're still holding on to you. Do you feel like in your life a lot, like you get exes who are always constantly trying to come back, even if you don't want them back, sending you friend requests or sending you a like on your pictures and stuff like that? You can do cord cutting meditation so that you can help them move on, because as long as they're attached to you, because unfortunately we're spiritual people, sometimes it just comes to us. Me as an empath, I always get exes who want to reach out to me, even for the stupidest reasons, even when it's something because they want attention or whatever, or because they know what I do for a living and they kind of need help or whatever. And I know right away, because I do what I do, and my dreams are the first thing that they tell me, that my dreams are the first thing that, alarm me about it. And I got to start doing cord cuttings, again, until I don't feel them anymore. Right. All right, Christina, thank you so much. I have 3 people ahead of you. Okay, thanks. I don't know who that is in my past, but I have been hurt and I feel myself giving up, even though I get attention. I just always get attention that's not serious. Sometimes too, when we keep attracting the same kind of person, if you feel too that you're the type of person that you attract the same kind of guy, just different body, just people who are not serious, but just it's the same kind of guy that you always seem to attract, sometimes that is because we need to do some more cord cuttings. Maybe the first person that you dated that was like that, his energy just lingered around, and that's the reason why you kept attracting the same kind of guy. So just do your cord cuttings to keep all of that in mind, or again, let your Reiki master know about all of this stuff so he's aware of what things you want to get done. Okay. Funny, I saw an ex yesterday in Laguna Beach. Then he started texting, but I think he is dating someone. I need some cord cutting. See, exactly, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you are the type of person, and it seems like you are those kind of people that you attract the same kind of guy, just different body, right? Or the same kind of energy, same kind of character, just different person every single time, but it's the same non-committal guy, and it seems like you kind of got that stuck on you, that aura, that vibe on you, that energy stuck on you from the first guy that you've ever dated, the first non-committal guy you've ever dated, and just that stuck to you ever since, and that's why you kept manifesting accidentally the same kind of guy. So I know the things that, Reiki masters and healers don't explain sometimes, you know, but some of them do, like myself. And I think if you just let them know about what things you want to get done and what's important for you to get done, since you have a Reiki session coming up, I would let him know that this is what you would like to get done, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, this is all great information. Thank you. You're welcome. And Jessica, if you are interested in asking another question, I'm going to continue staying on live. I have a few other people to answer questions for. You can stay to chat with us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notifications button. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. You'll find all that information down below in the description. I'm live every Fridays, but like I announced earlier today, that's going to change. I'm going to be live more often, not just Fridays. Okay. But thank you, Jessica. I hadn't seen you around, so I wanted to say welcome, and I hope to see you around now more often. Okay. All right. So let's see who is next. It was who? Oh yeah, that's right. It's going to be typing. Jasmine typing. Did you send me your question, Jasmine? Jasmine, I need you to send me your question. You're very welcome, Jessica. Katrina, or Train Queen, you're more than welcome to send your question my way, since you're going to be after Jasmine. Hi, Montana Madsen. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you haven't already, I am doing $5 tarot readings today. Or tonight, more like. You are more than welcome to sit around and chat with us if you want to. Otherwise, I am doing $5 tarot readings today. They are not private. They are here for us to all discuss and talk about together. And I like the vibe that we have here. Sometimes we support each other, especially when we hear not so great news. We try to cheer each other on, and we're kind of like a girlfriend group here. So if you want to join the Mermaid community, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button and the notifications button. I'm usually here every Fridays, but I'm going to come here more often. So Jasmine typing, what is your question? So it's Jasmine and Katrina and Christina. Now I know Christina submitted her question. Katrina or Trine Queen, I need you to submit your question as well. And we're waiting for Jasmine typing here. Nice. I love mermaid energy. Thank you for the welcome. You're welcome. You know, it's so funny that you say that because when I do psychic fairs, I haven't done that many so far this year, mainly because, well, I'll explain later. I've explained it before in other live streams, but that's a whole other story. But usually when I do psychic fairs, I usually get that comment like, I love the mermaid vibe, and that's why I picked you. Because my whole setup, it's all mermaid theme, and of course you see my mermaid oracle logo and everything, you know, so people know where I am, people can see me. Yeah, it's so interesting that you say that. So what does my ex Cancer E think about me presently? So Jasmine, what is your zodiac sign? Hi, Ashley. Yes, I am still accepting requests. I'm still accepting tarot requests. All you have to do is just follow the instructions down below in the description. Good evening, by the way. Jasmine, what is your zodiac sign? I just got a payment for Ashley Vanna. 1 second, Ashley. I'm actually trying to get Jasmine to respond to me really quickly. I'm guessing there is a delay. Then again, it is summer, so I'm not surprised that there's a delay on the bandwidth anyway. Jasmine, type in, what is your zodiac sign? Oops, I'm doing it all in caps. Never mind. I am not yelling. I was about to send that. She probably would have thought I was being mean. Okay. Jasmine, type in. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So he is so you are a Gemini. Your ex Eve is a Cancer. Can you give me his name? What is his name? I just need his first name. I don't need his full name. Emil. All right, so let's see. What does he think and feel about you? So let's go ahead and see a relationship spread with you, Jasmine, and Emil, Cancer. Okay. What is he thinking and feeling about you? So in his emotions, he's got the Sun card in reverse. But in his thoughts, he's got the Ace of Cups. It's almost like he's telling himself like something can come about from this, but emotionally, it's like deep inside he very much knows that really he just wants attention from you. So it's like he's not oblivious to his bullshit. He knows that at the end of the day, he strives on your attention. He likes the attention that he gets from you, or just when he gets attention. So he's an attention whore. He's addicted to attention. And that's what he's hoping for from you. And I think that's something that he enjoys from you. That's what he likes from you. But if from his thoughts he tells himself that this could have a new beginning. And yeah, this is more in the sense of like, yeah, he knows that there's potential in this. As far as his thoughts. So he acknowledges that there could be potential, that things could work, but he knows that deep down, when it comes to whenever he reaches out to you, or whenever he's in contact with you, or just simply the fact that if you guys are still or just being just still in contact, in communication, and not having each other blocked, and knowing that we don't have each other blocked is just what fulfills him with that Sun card in reverse, the fact that he still has that attention. But yeah. The only thing is that I have a feeling if you keep him around, this might turn into a different kind of journey. Now, whether you want to allow this to happen or not, it seems like this opens up the opportunity for a casual relationship. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do decide to keep him around, that this might be, I wouldn't be surprised if one or either one of you decides to offer, like, hey, let's become friends with benefits or something like that. So I see that very much being a thing that will happen. So if you're wondering where this is headed or anything like that, it's headed towards that direction more like. And whether you decide to move forward with it or not, that will be up to you then and there. But from what the cards are telling me, it's heading towards that direction. And whether you decide to move forward with it, up to you. Or if you decide to not do that with him because you want something more and you want him to want something more for you as well, all power to you. But you will have to make that decision whenever he offers that. But I feel like I don't see that heading towards anything more. I just see that he really likes your attention, or I feel like he strives for that attention with that Sun card in reverse. He acknowledges that there's potential, but it's not like he wants that with you. He just acknowledges that there could be that potential between you and him, that of something more, and having a child in a house. I even saw that in his thoughts. Like, he even thought it through. He's like, yeah, like, if I decide to take Jasmine seriously, I know she would want that with me. I know she would want, whether it's true or not, right? I just see him thinking that in his mind, where he's like, I know Jasmine would want to have a child, would want to have a house, and build with a person, and have those in mind. So it's like he knows that about you. But that's just interesting. I don't know. That's just what I found really interesting. Okay. So, Jasmine, you are more than welcome to stay if you want to go ahead and stay here and watch the rest of the live stream. If you want to go ahead and ask another question, you are more than welcome to do so. You can go ahead and submit another payment. But from what I'm seeing right here, it seems like he's really striving. He really strives on that attention. He knows there's potential. It's not that he wants it with you. Why doesn't he? Well, if you just want me to cut to the chase, I mean, why wouldn't he want that with you as of currently? Well, I don't think he sees you as his ideal mate. Even if you truly believe so, I don't think he finds you to be someone that would make him completely happy. I think that's why he doesn't want. He hesitates to move things forward with you, but he knows that you want that with him. That's interesting. He acknowledges that. All right, Jasmine. So if you want to ask more questions, you are more than welcome to do so. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, which I think you have already because you submitted your payment back in July 2nd. So I was mentioning that earlier in the live stream. I was like, someone submitted a $5 payment on Tuesday when I'm not even live yet. But no problem. No problem. But if you want to ask another question tonight, you are more than welcome to submit another payment, another $5. $5 per question, obviously. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to stay and chat with us. Thank you so much for joining the Mermaid community. All right, so I believe the next person, it was Patrina, then it was Christina, then it was Ashley. All right, so let's see, Patrina. So Patrina, I did read your question earlier. I'm gonna put my cards back here. Witch's Tarot. All right, so Patrina. Okay, so Patrina, I did read your question, but I'm not sure what you mean. Should I keep investing in this connected? Are you talking about in this connection, in this company? I'm not sure what you meant. Okay, hasn't gotten any attention or contact from me in nearly a year. I'm just doing my own thing at the moment. Okay. Then Jasmine, with that Sun card in reverse, I can definitely say that he's desperately in need of that attention. And he knows himself that he doesn't want anything more with you, but he really wants your attention. So because you guys haven't talked for a long time, I can definitely say with the Sun card in reverse, he's dying to hear from you. He's dying to get some of your attention because he hasn't heard from you. Okay, he seeks validation through your attention, or he just seeks validation through attention, period. And that's what I'm saying. Train will be fine. Connection. Okay. Should I keep investing on this connection? So are you talking about a relationship connection with you and somebody else? If so, give me this person's name and sun sign, please, Katrina. James Pisces. Wow. Oh, I got a really big energy from James. So you want to know if you should keep investing on James Pisces. You care for him a lot. Wow. My cards gave me a big fat no. And the reason why is because either you are going to find somebody else and you're just going to replace them, or he's going to find somebody else and he's just going to quickly replace you. And I don't know if he's going to replace you while still having you around, or you're going to be replacing him while he's still around, or if this is going to be just soon after um, the ending of your journey between you and this other person. So I don't think so. I think I see a moment of confrontation. I see a moment of bluntness on your end from what I'm seeing with the Page of Swords. I see that you're going to have a moment where you're going to just be really blunt with him and you're going to be a bit confrontational. I'm seeing you being this way with him in the future. I see that you've put in a lot of energy, and it seems like you've gotten very little reward, or just a little bit of credibility in return. Yeah, you're gonna end it. It's gonna end. I got death. It's gonna end. And I feel like if you just keep pulling forward with this relationship, I do see that it's gonna mess with your self-esteem, and it's going to make you feel a bit unworthy moving on from this relationship, or there's going to be this sense of unworthiness. And I don't think it's going to be like forever. I think it's just going to be like one of those temporary things where you're going to be feeling down and down on your luck for a second, and just kind of second guessing yourself and what you can have and not have. And then you're going to just kind of like shake it off. You're going to be like, what am I thinking? I am worthy of love, you know? So I see that you might have just that little moment of self-doubt and self-pity, and then you'll just move forward. But I do see that I see a moment of bluntness. I see you being blunt um, with this person, being confrontational, and I see an end. And I do see here someone being short-handed, someone not getting what they should be receiving in a relationship. Okay. Sorry, I have a client that's going to come in just right now. So sorry about that, guys. She's a little confused as to where to submit the question. Alrighty, so that's what I have for you for James Pisces. Now, Trine, if you want to go ahead and submit another payment for another question, you know what to do, girl. You are more than welcome to do so, or you can stick around and chat with us, talk with us, and yeah, let's go ahead and move forward. Thank you so much, Katrina, and thank you so much, Trine Queen, and thank you so much for being a continued follower here. So let's see Christina's question. It was up here somewhere. I am a Scorpio Sun, Capricorn Moon, Guy Tava, Scorpio. Is the issue he has or will have that I have kids and he will not understand? Also, will he expect me to pay for everything? Okay, Christina, you did submit a payment for 2 questions, but goodness gracious, did I freeze again? Okay, guys, do not go anywhere. I see that I have about 55 people here on the live. Do not go anywhere. My computer just froze. I knew it was going to freeze because of the stupid internet and the summer. So, give me a second. I will be back. I need to fix the internet and come back. All right, do not leave. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for waiting. All right. All right, Myra, I will get to you in a second. I will do first Jasmine, then it will be after. Let me see who's after Jasmine. I believe after Jasmine. After Christina, it will be Ashley, Vanna. Yep, and then it will be you, Myra. Okay? I need to have a notebook next time. I always forget that. I need to write like a list of things that I need. I'm just one of those people that I need to write everything down. What do I need for this? In this event, in this situation, what do I need? I need this. I'm just one of those people. If not, I always have one thing missing. At least. If not everything. Everything's missing. Okay. All right. So is the issue he has or will have is that I have kids or he will not understand. Okay, so you want to know what the issue is between him and you. Okay, so let's see. What is the issue? What is the deeper issue as to why he won't fully commit to you, basically, right? And give you what you want. So give me an upright if it has to do with you having kids. Part of it. I would say so with the Fool card. Is it a big deal breaker for him, though? Yeah, it is. It is. I think he wants somebody who doesn't have kids. Is there more to it? Yes. I feel like he is someone that has a hard time with compromising. He has a hard time with accountability. And I think moving forward, as you get to know him and you have a relationship with him, I think you'll soon start to notice that whenever you try to keep him accountable for things, or whenever you want him to just be a man and just accept his wrongdoings and, wherever he stands in certain situations, you just want him to just admit, whenever he's wrong. And, from what the cards are telling me right here is that the more you do that, it's like he resents you for it. That's what I was trying to say. It's like the more you do it, the more you try to keep him accountable, the more you guys argue, and you just want him to just accept shit for what he does. It seems like he resents you for that. Again, I see this thing where he's forced to grow up. Like there's just no way, there's no room for him to be a child. And just like what I said earlier in the previous reading, and maybe this is just part of that. Maybe this is just an example of one of those situations. And I just see that, he's just going to resent you for that, for forcing him to want to grow, or to grow, and he doesn't want to grow. He just wants to be who he is and have someone who has it all together, and he doesn't have to put any efforts. But yes, part of it has to do with the kids, that you have children, but that's not the only thing. I'm going to see if there's anything else. He knows that you're an intuitive person. He knows that you're not full of shit kind of person either. So he knows. So basically, he knows that whenever he just wants to like fly with dumb shit, like that, you know better. And I think that's what he hates, that you, because you're older and wiser, you know better, and you're not gonna fall for his tricks and his dumb BS, that maybe a 20 something year old would have fallen for, or just would have like let slide because they're young and dumb, right? Or, we were all there. Shit, I was there, you know, where I knew they were doing dumb crap, and I knew it was not healthy or good for me or for the relationship, but yet I would let it slide. And maybe he's used to that, and or that's just what he expected or he wanted. Just be himself, no accountability, no need to grow, but yet be with somebody who's established, who has their life together. But then again, I'm seeing him turned off by the fact that you have children too at the same time. That's why he doesn't fully come in. It's like he's like so back and forth. He sounds like a Libra, you know. um, he's an interesting man. That's all I gotta say. But yes, I would say partly it has to do with the kids, but it has more than that. And does he expect you to pay for everything? Let's see. All right, let's see if he expects you to pay for everything. Wow. What a TICK. I got a definite. Well, interesting. Interesting. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Just more in the sense that you just take the lead. You know, he doesn't necessarily want you to pay for everything, but just to have everything together. It's different when you have to build with a person, buying a home, getting a car and all that stuff, than dating someone who already has all of those things. I think that's more of the case. I don't think it's that he necessarily wants you to pay for things. I think it's just the fact that what intrigues him is the fact that you have certain things, you have things under your belt, and for him, it's like, okay, well, I don't have to struggle with someone to make those things happen. Why kind of, it's just awesome that you have those things, and he finds that intriguing. You're a keeper, Christina. What can I say? And I think that's why he sticks around. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why he sticks around. He's probably wondering if he's going to miss out on something good. But then again, he can't find himself to be interested in you enough to give you something serious. Doesn't sound like he will be comfortable meeting my kids in the future, like make the decisions. Yeah, like I would just say just more in the sense that, you just have certain things. So if you own a house and you own like a couple cars and you have life insurance and all this stuff, you have just your life's just pretty much established, just more in the sense of establishment. That's what he finds intriguing, rather than trying to build with someone and trying to rent a room and trying to buy a car and then trying to buy a second car and then trying to buy a house and then struggle with a mortgage together. If you have those things, or at least some of those things, or at least more than what he's ever had in his life, then he finds that intriguing. That's what I mean. He's not moving in. That's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. And I really love that you're over here being very supportive, because I mean, no, it's a good thing that, we support each other in these tough decisions as well, because these are not easy decisions, and especially for us water signs, they're not easy. Well, they're not easy for anybody, right? But us water signs, we're just so we get so invested with love relationships that they're so unhealthy for us sometimes. um so if I were you, hey, I would just decide what's best for me. And if you have children and that's something important to you, that's someone that is serious enough about you, that will accept you and the kids and all, and love you for you, and genuinely love you as well, not just for your sense of establishment, and because you can give them a semi-comfortable life, to say the least. Not your forte, right? They need to earn that comfortable living and that establishment the way you did as well. You're welcome. Wow. So you dated someone who met your son and then he was rude to your son? Oh my goodness. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. And I don't have children. So, I know if someone was rude to my kid, I would not know what to do. Alrighty, so that is all I have for you. Thank you, Christina. All right, so Ashley Vanna, you are next. Can you tell me how TJ felt or his actions after I sent him the last voice memo? We're both Taurus. He's more on an Aries cusp. I basically let him know that if he doesn't open up, I can't wait anymore. All right. Right. Seriously. Okay, so let's see. How did he feel about this memo? He's indecisive, but his mind is telling him to just walk away. So in his thoughts, I have 8 of Cups, but in his emotions, I have 7 of Cups. So I think you know what that means, Ashley Vana. So, um, I mean, having in his thoughts, like he's telling himself, I think it's best to go. But I kind of just see it as like a cowardly way of going. Like he's just telling himself, like, you know what, it's just easier to just go. I kind of just got that feeling, like he's telling himself, like, you know what, it just seems like easier if I just like walk away from this. It just seems easier, less complicated, don't gotta be sharing all these crazy emotions. But then emotionally, he's not really sure if that's what he really wants to do. Um, but his mind is telling him to just take the cowardly way out because it's easier and it's simpler and it's a lot less complicated and less emotions and all that crap. But um, in his intentions, he's got the Queen of Swords, but it came out in reverse. So with the Queen of Swords being in reverse, I kind of just took that where I just see him just seeing things in such a cynical way, seeing life and seeing just the situation in such a brutally negative and cynical way that I don't think I would even want to be around his energy. It's like he has this way about him where, and I don't even know if you know this about him, but it seems like he has this way about him where he can see things in such a brutally negative and way where he can seem so cynical, you know, um, and so just like, oh my God, you're such a naysayer, dude, you know. Um, But I do see that there's going to be no communication, or at least I see distance and communication between the both of you. But as far as how he's feeling about it, he's feeling he's feeling indecisive. Yeah, I have 2 of Swords. I feel like you might not even get a response from it because in the middle of you two, I got the 8 of Swords, so I see distance. But with the 2 of Swords, it's because he won't make up his mind, so he won't even respond. So it's almost like a no response is a response, you know. So it's like one of those things, dude, where it's like he doesn't respond, but because it's not a response, that becomes a response for you, you know. No response, okay, well that's a no for me, right? Or a no for you, Ashley. So that's interesting. So but it seems like he's indecisive. I mean, both cards say, 2 cards already say it, you know, like he's got the 7 of Cups in his emotions, and then having in the relationship situation or status. I see distance and communication because there's someone, or just no communication because someone isn't making a move. Someone here isn't making up their mind or making a decision. So, and that's what's going on currently, right? So that's how he's feeling and that's what he's thinking. If you want to go ahead and ask another question, you are more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to stick around and chat. Okay, so let's go ahead and see who's next. And of course, I believe you are new here. I don't think I've seen you here before, but if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit the notification button, which is the little bell notification. You will see, you will get the notifications of when I'm live. I'm going to try to come in live more often than doing it just Fridays, because I was just doing it Fridays. Now I'm going to try to come more often. And don't forget to subscribe. Find me on Instagram, find me on TikTok. You will find all that information down below. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok and all of that information, you'll usually see me talk about astrology. If I see something important like the full moon or something about a ritual or something like that, then you'll see me post reels and posts and just cool facts, cool witchy facts and astrology facts and all that stuff. Okay. Alrighty. So you're welcome, Ashley. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Alrighty. I will have to go to the next person. I know Myra is feeling really tired. I know she's sending me messages like crazy, but I have one more person before you, Myra. Give me a second. Okay, so the next person in line is going to be Sheena. So, Sheena, can you send me your question, please? What is your question, Sheena Marie? I know. I'm so sorry, Myra. I'm just trying to be fair with everybody. I'm just trying to go in order. I know you're super, super, super tired, especially being from Texas. You're what, like 2 hours ahead of me? I know this is another reason why I want to do the live streams more often. I feel like I'm not being fair to other fans who watch me from other countries and stuff. Who, when I'm live streaming, it's basically their bedtime, So, or they're at work or something, or it's morning time, and they're getting their kids out to school and all of that, doing all their normal daily routine stuff. Give me a second. I guess my question is, what is the future energy or event surrounding my friendship with my friend Dennis? Okay. What is your zodiac sign, Sheena? And what is Dennis's zodiac sign? That's so high here. Sorry about that. So, Sheena, I just want to know, what is your zodiac sign and what is Dennis's zodiac sign? All right, so you're a Libra and he is a Cancer. You want to know what are the events or the future events that surround your friendship between you and Dennis. Alrighty. Is this like a friend in quotes, or is this like just an honest friendship, like just a friend? I see a lot of anxiety. I see stress around this situation. We're getting some of your messages. You just said right here, I'm a Libra, he's a Cancer. You said that your service is complete SHIT. You're getting frustrated that your messages are slow. I'm getting some of your messages. I don't know if you're sending more than just those, but we're getting your messages. Maybe you're not seeing them. All right, so okay, so you guys are you guys are friends as well as friends. Okay, so you guys are both. Okay. Okay. So, well, if you're wondering if you guys are still going to be friends past 2024, probably not. Um, Probably not. And I think it's because you're going to come to the realization that this is not going to become anything more, or he might come to the realization of or that it might not become more or something. I'm seeing someone here coming to the realization about something, and they're not in kind of living in this fantasy of what this is going to turn into in the future. I know there's something going on with him. He's been acting really weird. Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing something here about someone coming to the realization of something and not living that fantasy in their brain, or wanting something to come about, and stuff like that. But I don't see your friendship lasting past 2024. Why? There could be conflict. There could be conflict. And there could be here where someone here is not grounded. Someone here is not doing well in their personal life, and that just could manifest in the conversation or in the argument that you might have with this person, and then that's why they get cut off. So you're correct. There's something here that's not well or something, because I see someone here who's not grounded. I see someone here who's not doing really well as far as in their personal life that they're not mentioning, and just their mood or their attitude. I see that just comes out while you're having this confrontation or conversation with them in the future, because I see that this will end in a confrontation. And you're just like, nope, I'm not going to deal with that. Or it could be vice versa, where he just cut you off because he's just like, nope, I'm not having that. So I keep having like these intense, very overwhelming rushes of emotion, and it's weird. The only way I can describe it makes me feel uncomfortable, like nobody's processing like my body's processing something before. Okay. Are you an empath? Well, I would guess by your name you probably are. So maybe you just intuitively or just empathically, you're picking up his stuff. Because I've had that happen before, where like I just pick up certain people's energy, and some people's energy you can simply pick them up a lot more than other people's energy. So yeah, just some people's energy is just a lot easier, and especially when you have an emotional connection with them, sometimes it can just become a little bit easier to connect with them. That's why I was talking to that. I forget who I was talking to earlier about people who have that they keep manifesting the same kind of guy or the same kind of girl, just different body, the same non-committal person, but just doesn't ever go away kind of deal, or just the same kind of person, period, just different body, same kind of attitude, same kind of patterns and behaviors and all that nonsense. And sometimes it's because we just need to do those cord cuttings, and and those energies, they just happen to stay around us, whether we want to or not, or whether we know it or not. So I don't think you guys are going to be friends past 2024. I see that it's going to end in a conflict. That's what I see in your future events. Okay. If you want me to go further on it, please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and go next with Myra, because I know she's been waiting like crazy. And I know it's like super late on her end. So Myra, can you go ahead and submit your question for me? Let's see if I can pick it up if she submitted it. Myra. Oh, okay. Do you see any deal coming my way to sell the property? I literally want to get rid of this business. Okay. And we know that Myra is a Capricorn, because she is a regular on this channel as well. Well, sometimes, but she is a regular client of mine. So let's go ahead and see for Myra. Myra, hopefully you're still here. He put you in a very compromising position legally. Interesting. Yeah, he told police some crazy shit. He got in trouble and blamed it on me. then I wouldn't keep him. He wouldn't be a friend of mine anymore, if that's the case. I'm just saying. I don't fuck with that shit. Maybe I'm just too much of a Scorpio, but I don't fuck like that. I don't fuck with people like that. Don't get me in trouble with nothing. Alrighty, so let's see if we see anybody buying the property from you anytime between now and the end of 2024. Whoa. All right, so I don't think it will be sold in 2024. I see it happening maybe around February next year. So February of next year is where I see it happening. I don't see it happening in 2024, but I see it most likely happening in 2025 around February. It might be someone who at first might come off a bit like sketchy or just not very trusting, but then all of a sudden it was just really someone who couldn't make up their mind. And that's probably why they came off a little sketchy to you, because they weren't being fully upfront whether they want the business or not. But then I think they're going to make up their mind and they're going to go for it. So that's what I think. So leasing, you want to see if someone would lease before that. Let's see. Yeah. But I don't think that offer would happen in 2024 either. I think there would be an offer for leasing, but I don't think that would happen in 2024 either. That would be in 2025 as well. You're welcome, Sheena. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when I'm going to be live. I'm going to be changing my schedule soon. I'm going to try to come more often on these live streams because, like I said, I have a lot of clients who, they can't make it because they're like, I'm doing this during their bedtime or something. I need to figure something out. I need to sit and meditate on it and figure it out myself as to what days and times. But so far it's been every Fridays at 8, and I'm going to try to come more often during the week. I'm even thinking about coming morning times, Pacific time, morning times, like around 11 a.m., 12 noon kind of thing, and also doing an evening thing. Probably doing twice a day. So yes, I'm going to try to be more available for you, Myra, for everyone, because I know. I was even thinking about it. I was like, man, if I had a normal job, it'd be hard to want to make that decision whether you want to stay up for the live stream or do the responsible thing and go to sleep, and so yes, I'm going to try to be just more available. Since I've decided that I'm going to just put more energy onto the live streams. That's just something that I've decided this week. I'm going to put more energy on the live streams. And I just want to be here live with you more often. So even if I don't get 57 people like I have right now, 57 people live with me, the point is that, you know, you guys know that I'm here. So that whenever you guys do want to ask the question, you guys know that I'm going to be here and that I'm here at whatever times I decide. I still need to figure it out. I know. I shouldn't have announced anything until I figured out a time. But I wanted to let you guys know already. Because that was just something I've already decided. So I know by Sunday I'm going to announce what days and what times are best for me. So, yeah. So let's see if there's anybody else who submitted a payment. All right, Myra, I think you submitted another payment. What did you want to ask, my friend? A new person asking for a relationship. Cancer is the sign of this person. Okay, what is her first name, Myra? All right. Alrighty. Let's see. Do we see marriage between you and this new Cancer guy, Usman? I think that conversation will arise. I think the relationship would move forward to the point where conversations of marriage would arise. I just see that someone here is going to ultimately make the decision to not want to get married. I think he might be married. I think he might be married. So I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, he's married, so I just got to move along. And I think it's going to be one of those decisions where it's like, well, I have to move along because he's married. So on to the next. That's just kind of what I'm seeing for you two. Yeah, no, I asked again, and the cards are telling me he is blatantly lying to you. He's married. I just asked 3 times, and the cards told me he's married. And this isn't a thing where he's going to eventually get married. No, he's currently married. He's just not telling you that. Is he a complicated person? No, he's just not a very truthful one from what the cards are telling me. He's not a truthful person. He is practical with his money. but he is someone who doesn't like to give his money away. So he is one of those people that even though he makes a lot of money, he penny pinches. So even if he had all that money, it's not like he would live a life of luxury or comfortability with him. He would just be penny pinching, and you would just feel like, oh, like, I don't know. I don't like people like that. I'm not saying I like to live like a lavish lifestyle or an extravagant lifestyle per se, but I don't like people who act like they're impoverished either when they have so much money. If you know, I don't know. If I'm like purposefully trying to find someone who is established and someone who's got money and doing well for themselves, then the purpose of being with that person is to have a comfortable lifestyle, right? That's what I would assume. Because if not, then would it matter if you dated a broke guy versus someone like him? Because if that is so, I'm pretty sure the broke guy would probably spoil you a little bit more and probably splurge on you a little bit more than this guy. But that's what I see. He's one of those people that does well financially, but he's an orthodox doctor. Interesting. Orthopedic doctor, sorry. There you go. So he makes money, but he's one of those people that just because he makes good money you don't expect him to live a lavish and luxury lifestyle or to give you that either. So he's kind of lame like that, I guess. If you're all for that, hey, go for it. Some people are into that stuff. People who save for an emergency and all that. I mean, it's practical, but it seems like he does it to a fault. That's what I'm trying to say. It seems like he does it to a fault, to a point where it seems like it's not so fun, and he just doesn't seem all that cool to be around, really. But he does make good money. And you just confirm that by saying he's an orthopedic doctor. Yeah. Alrighty, well, Mishpa, thank you so much for ordering a reading. If you want to go ahead and ask another question, you are more than welcome to do so. I'm going to go ahead and check if there's anybody else who ordered a reading. Let's see. Okay. Myra, I just saw another payment for you, or from you. What did you have in mind? What did you want to ask? My younger one, would he get into med school this year? What is his zodiac sign? Aries. It's a 50-50 chance leaning towards a yes. 50-50 chance leaning towards a yes. And I don't understand your other question about would he go for or homeschool? Like, you mean would he take classes virtually? Is that what you're saying? And stay home? Or study abroad? Is that what you're trying to ask? Other schools are in different cities. We have one near, and I want him to stay closer. Okay, so you want to know if you will like go to the school more local to you guys, or if you would study more farther. Okay. Let's see. All right, so let's see if he will stay closer. Yeah. Turns out that this might even turn into a conflict. No, yeah, this is going to turn into a conflict. So I wouldn't be surprised if you try to convince him. And no, this is just telling me right here that you're going to try to convince him, and this is going to turn into a conflict. But the cool thing about this is that now that you are going to be staying at home alone, or just being more alone, more independent, I see you having a little bit more freedom, or feeling like you can I'm just seeing this sense where you guys are just or you start spending, or you start changing your lifestyle. That's just what I'm seeing. You changing your lifestyle a bit. You just having a little bit more freedom, living more like a single woman, with her own home. Not a single woman or with kids that live in her house. So that's what I see for you. Alrighty, so yeah, sorry to tell you, but yes, I don't think he's gonna stay close by. I think this is gonna turn into a conflict. But I do see that he's gonna want to leave. I don't think he's gonna want to stay local. Yeah. Yeah, so sorry, Myra. I know it's not what you wanted to hear. I know you wanted your son to study med school but stay local with you, but I don't think so. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think I caught up with all of my readings. Yes, I did. All right, so thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for purchasing a reading. Thank you so much, guys. Alrighty. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I haven't ate since after my gym visit today, so I will announce on social media, even here on YouTube, what days I'm going to change my live stream days to. For those who are just coming in, I've decided to live stream during the week as well, not just on Friday evenings, because I've just noticed that it's really hard for people to come in on Friday nights. So I'm going to just try to come in more often, see how it works. Let's see if you guys like that more. And you guys can come in, chat, talk to me. And for those who are here, new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on TikTok, because I post a lot of witchy facts. I post a lot of stuff about rituals, about astrology, about a lot of things that I think you should know as a new ager. And why not? The more you know, the better, right? I'll see you guys later. Bye.